Hey, how's it going? Finally got my framework laptop after a very long time. I pre-ordered this back in October, but it has finally showed up after a few days of dealing with FedEx chaos. So we're gonna be unboxing the thing. I have not unboxed it yet because I also am using this footage as proof if FedEx damaged my package in shipping or not. If I open it from the very beginning, then with filmed footage, then I can make an argument if something is broken. So I want to be careful on that one. So yeah, we'll be kind of just getting straight into it now, I guess. We're going to throw on some music in the background. And then we will begin. We'll be following the framework laptop setup guide to construct the pieces for this, because it's not like a ton of construction that needs to happen because it's like mostly assembled in the state that it comes in. However, this is an unopened box aside from the stuff that FedEx did in customs once it got shipped in. So we're gonna begin our opening procedure. Right, I believe that's all the tape that's on this. There's more up here that hasn't been done yet. Actually, we might be able to just open it from this point now, correct? Am I stupid? It opens up at the top. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. This thing is large. God damn. This is a hefty ass box. I'm gonna take off my headphones, I think. I'm just not gonna listen to the music that's playing, but the music is there for viewing pleasure. So yeah. Hell yeah. There it is. I'm gonna get a picture of that. So we got a big... Oh yeah, this is the poster I believe that I get, because I pre-ordered this, so I get a cool poster and stickers, I believe. One second here. Hell yeah. Look at that. It's cool as hell. Get that. And I think there's some other stuff in this pouch, I believe. Hell yeah. Oh, I got a patch. I didn't even remember that being in there. The framework patch. That's cool as shit. And then I got stickers. Right there. These are cool as fuck. That's awesome. And I got a little pamphlet that just is a bunch of battery warnings. Sick. It says don't eat the battery or you die. But that's kind of a given. Oh shit, there's some more in here too. Hold on. Got some more stickers. These are some pretty baller stickers, I would say. But yeah, so that's what I get with because I pre-ordered it. That went flying. 1 second. Yeah, so that was cool. to get into that. I'll put this aside for now. Now we get to the real meat and potatoes here. We've got the keyboard, my numpad, the numpad. We've got 2 spacers as well, so I got numpad and spacers so I can switch between the two. And then got the bezel. This packaging is awesome, by the way. This shit is like really nice. Got the framework screwdriver tool, the singular tool that does everything. I believe that this is just 2 screwdriver bits. This tool is all you need to assemble this entire laptop, which is epic. I love the packaging that they did here. This is like really smart packaging in my opinion. I'm gonna set this on the floor. And now we get to the even cooler zone. Here we are. Here's the guy in all of its glory. Holy shit. God damn, that is heavy. It's got some heft to it. I'm gonna set this aside on my lap for right now, because I want to get the charger out of here. Here is our USB-C 180 watt adapter. This is the only one in the world that is like this. If I can get it out. There we go. Wow, that's some beef to it. Yeah, this is so far this is the only company that produces a USB-C 180 watt power adapter, and they're going to be working on a 240 watt one pretty soon as well, which is awesome. So I'm going to put this over here, and that is it for the box. These are all of our items to construct the laptop, and then the items that I have purchased a while ago are my input modules, and then also my RAM and storage. And then I have 2 USB sticks here, one with a copy of Windows and another with the driver bundle for these guys. So yeah, we're gonna just get straight into the setup pretty soon here. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. Oh yeah, I'm following the framework guide here. I can move my camera down a little bit again. There we go. I'm gonna switch over to my screen really quick. This is the framework guide that they're providing. I think it's really funny that there's a video that shows you how to plug in to put the power adapter together. If you have a problem with that, I guess I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyway, we will assemble the power adapter. Oh, these are really nice zip ties too. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. Anyway, we're gonna get straight into the construction of the guy. I'm gonna actually keep the Velcro thing on this because I like it a lot. This is like a really nice quality Velcro. This is super minimal, but I think the attention to detail of the individual, like, quality of components is really nice, and I appreciate it a lot. Also, this is like one of the best, like, most solid feeling power bricks I've ever held. Most power bricks I feel either like feel really flimsy, or like are just kind of like they have a weird, like, less, like some of the heavier ones. Like I have one for my laptop that the robotics team gave me to program on. That one is a big ass adapter, but it's a DC barrel jack. But that thing weighs like 4 pounds, but it feels like cheap to the, like, with the, like, it's weird. It's hard to describe. This feels like very, very premium. Also, this is a right angle adapter for USB-C, which is awesome. I love this because it makes it so you're not putting much stress on the actual cable, and right here is where most of the stress is ever applied to a USB-C cable. This makes it so I can just, like, plug it in wherever to my laptop, which is awesome. And then the other USB-C end, the straight one, just goes into the brick. And now I have the fully assembled power adapter. That's going to just go off to the side for now. And now I'm going to move things around, because it's time to open these guys up. I like the little tabs here. There's little pull tabs on these guys. This is just a plastic input spacer. You can get different types of input spacers. That could be some that are like an LED matrix, or ones that have like a different sheen and stuff. Mine are like this. They simply are just plastic, or they're matte black. Yeah. Also, every single component has a QR code on it, so that way when you need to replace something, you can just scan that component and it will take you to the store page to buy that exact item. And that goes for every single thing in the laptop, which is really awesome. Everything has a little QR code somewhere on it. So I'm going to set these guys out. All their packaging is just cardboard. Cardboard and paper-based packaging. They have like the sustainable packaging goals. I really like it a lot. It's fun to unbox, and it's pretty well designed. Some people complain about the excessive use of cardboard, but I kind of feel it's not that crazy. Not really that deep. Yeah. Here we have the numpad module. The way this laptop is set up, it allows you to move the keyboard around, so you can have the keyboard either centered, you can have it left aligned or right aligned, and then you have the spacers. So if you don't want a numpad, because there's enough space for the keyboard and the numpad, but then your keyboard has to be left or right aligned. But then you have the spacers if you don't want the numpad on there, and you can swap between them pretty frequently. That is the numpad module. Got a pretty nice feel to it. It's solid. I like that. I like the feel of that key. That's pretty fun. I like that a lot. Alrighty. And then we've got our keyboard module. Here's this guy. There we go. And there is the keyboard. This guy also is modular. We're part of the modular system, I should say. This is the back. It uses a pogo pin system to clip it into the actual laptop itself. And yeah, that's nice. Oh, also we get a dedicated, I'm going to show this now while it's still easy to see. There's a dedicated framework button. This is the framework logo, and it has its own little button there, kind of like, that's fun. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside too, and set that out of the way. And now we can take the paper stuff off. This is like a laminate paper kind of adhesive thing. Just like a general protective thing for this guy. Video. Alrighty. So this one is the laptop with I got it with the dedicated GPU in it. So this giant thing sticking off the back here, a couple inches, that's the graphics card. If you didn't have this, if you didn't get it with the graphics card, it would be to this notch here. This is how far it would be, but because I got the graphics card, it sticks out that much further. But honestly, this isn't bad. This is not a bad size. I like this kind of form factor here. And now we get to open it up for the first time. There is no bezel on it at the moment, right? Let's see, I'll show you there. As you can see, there's no bezel around the edge of the screen, and that's what we have in the other box. And then this is the input deck, where we can actually begin putting our things. Yeah. Wow, that is the only piece of plastic in this. This is like a super nice piece of plastic. What the hell? That's kind of wacky, not gonna lie. I'm also gonna get the bezel will be later anyway. So now, following the framework guide, we open the input deck latches, which are these. There's two little tabs here because you can actually move the mouse pad around. There's two little latches to lock it in. There's a little tiny bit of warping, I think, at the moment with my spacers, but that's so far what most people have encountered. Yeah. And then we can simply slide these down. There we go. And those are the touchpad spacers out. I'll set those aside for now. We're getting further into the internal, and then this wants you to remove the touchpad as well. So I'll do that. This just slides down and out. Now it is off. It also has a system of magnets as well to help align it better. But this is the touchpad. Pretty decent size, I would say. Yeah. Now, alrighty. Now he wants to disconnect the mid-plate cable, which is this little guy over here. It has a little pull tab for it, so I can disconnect it easier. So that's pretty cool. And there we are. And that is disconnected properly. Now we can begin getting into the internals here. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So now it's time to remove all of the screws. This is this guy, yep. And these are all captive, so I don't have to worry about losing the screws because they'll stay inside the basically the deck. Yeah. So I can begin removing them. And I will use the included framework tool. I'm going to do them in the order that they are numbered because they're all numbered in this. So I'm going to do them in said order. Five. Six is over here. But yeah, so I've been following the development of this thing for quite some time. This was first announced almost a year ago now. And I've been closely paying attention to its development. And so far, There were some issues in the very early batches, like batch 1, 2 through like 4 had some problems, and then they addressed them and began fixing them, which is super cool. So now a lot less of the issues are present in batch 14, which is what I have here. Yeah, so solid. There's still there's pretty much only one quality thing left, which is the input spacer module. Those guys, little aluminum ones, are like slightly warped to like the tiniest amount, and it varies between laptops. I'll be able to see the true warping of it once it is actually once I have this thing fully put back together again, because it relies on like this is a relatively flimsy chassis because it's so open. So once everything is reinstalled fully, then you can kind of see if like how badly it actually is warped for those two little spacers. Yeah, 16 there, and 17 is there. Okay, now that is all of them. Now we need to remove the mid plate, which should just be able to pop off there. Yup, cool. We can begin removing it, given that everything is actually loosened fully. I might go back to a cursory check. There we go. There it is. I'm going to, now that we're at the internals of the laptop, I'm going to set this very gently over here. Alright. Now we're at the main, really impressive part of the laptop, and this area is where I'm just like impressed with the whole thing. So what we're going to do now, I can unbox our SSD and install this. I love the engineering that has gone behind this, and they've pretty well documented their engineering process, and every once in a while they share stuff with like kind of the design philosophy for this product, which I think is pretty cool. I have a 1 terabyte PCIe 3 SSD here. Nothing too crazy, it's just a little Crucial SSD. Pretty decent speed, nothing like insane or anything. I didn't want to go crazy with it, because something with laptop with an SSD is that if you go really high end for a laptop, your SSD is now consuming a lot of power and putting out a lot of heat in an enclosed space, so it's kind of better to go with a balanced performance. If you don't, because like really a modern SSD is going to be, for like my use cases, it's going to be good enough. So I'm gonna see diminishing returns with like a 4.0 or 5.0 drive. But yeah, so we should just be able to install this one super easily, and I think that there is a screw already there for it. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't even have to use the included screw for this guy. Awesome. Want to do this? This little screw right here, and yeah. I will remove that pad there. That's the thermal compound, but that's for later anyway. Now I should just be able to install this SSD pretty easily. I'll slot this guy in there. There we go. Lock it down and screw it back in. Good enough. There we go. there's our now mounted SSD. They give you the option of either buying SSDs from them or just bringing your own, which is what I did here. Save myself a little bit of money. Yeah, so that's done, and now we can install some RAM. And I've got 2 sticks of DDR5 memory here. I've got 32 gigs total. This is my first time using one. There's a AM5 processor in here. This is the AMD 7840HS CPU, and so it's running on the AM5 platform, so that supports DDR5 only. So I'm yet to use DDR5 for anything. So this will be my first experience with it in laptop form. So that'll be pretty cool. This is pretty decent speeds. Nothing too crazy there. 32 gigs I felt was good for what my use cases. I could have gone 64, like in my main PC, but I felt like I didn't need to for laptop cases. Cool. Yeah, so this should be all good there. We're going to do 0 needs to go in this direction, correct? Yes, that is correct. There we go, and then you can just lock it in. The other one is going to go the other way. Lock it down. There we go. Now that is fully seated RAM. That'll be pretty cool. Now it will be time to reinstall the mid plate. That will take a little bit here, but shouldn't be too bad. Cool. Alrighty, now to pick up the mid plate again. There are 2 little poles in here that I can align this guy to. There we go, and there we go. Because they were pretty thoughtful with the design for this. There's 2 tiny little poles in here that I can align all of the thing to, so that's the way it's properly aligned for setup. Now we will reconnect this cable here. There we go, it's connected properly. And then, yeah, so that cable there, disconnecting, that's important because then it removes power to the pogo pins, so that way you can properly disassemble this without damaging anything and without shorting anything. But yeah, so now we can go back and tighten down all of these guys again. Three, 4 is over here. There we go. 5 is over this way. There we are. 6 is up here. 7. Yeah, the setup procedure for this is relatively simple for the DIY version, because they have to put the laptop together for the DIY version to test to make sure it works first, and then they have to take it apart to give you the in pieces version, which is kind of funny. So they don't take it apart super far. That's why there's not like as much to construct. If I really wanted to, I could have like disassembled all of it and spent a bunch of time doing it, but I kind of am too impatient now, and I just would like to have this guy up and running. So 9 and 10 is down here. 11. And 12 is up top right over here. 13. Go and 14. 15. 16. And 17. There we go. That is a seated midplate. Also, I love that they have listed all the engineers inside here on this. It's hard to see on video, but they listed all the engineers that worked on this, which I think is pretty cool. And now it's time to install the keyboard. There's a number of places that we can install it to. Let's see. That's supposed to be there, right? Yeah. There's this logo there. Cool. Anyway, the keyboard time. First gonna move trackpad out of the way, and I'm gonna go with centered keyboard for right now. That's what I'm feeling, and then I'm not gonna install the numpad just yet. Go in like that. I'm stupid because I have it upside down. I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah. So we should be able to lock it in right there and right there. And now it is magnetized into place, and there is the keyboard. Oh, that's pretty minimal flex there. That's nice. People were complaining about the deck flex, like how much this flexed in the center, but it's very, very minimal, I would say. So that's cool. Now I'm going to install our input modules, which are these guys. Technically, I call these keyboard spacers because it's what they're being used for. But yeah, so here at this point is where you would either install the numpad or the spacers. I'm going to go with spacers at first, and then I will put in the numpad later. Yeah. Awesome. It's pretty nice. But yeah, so now it's time to install our touchpad module. And it only has a couple orientations. I can either have it over here, or in the center, and I prefer the center most of the time. But it's pretty cool that you can switch it out to your liking. Let me put this in here like that. Okay, so there's a bit of warp here in this setup. Let's see. So now we can put this on, whoa, there, and this one can go over here. Okay, so there's a bit of warping here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. We will address that momentarily. I'm going to take these out really quick. And then I'm going to very gently take this guy out. And kind of give it a little, make sure everything's tightened in here. That's all, about as tight as that's going to get. I'm gonna give the edge just a slight little gentle bend there, and the edge of that slight gentle bend. Now that should seat a lot better. There we go. Cool. So tis is the nature of very thinly machined aluminum, so kind of anticipated that, but I'm not too unhappy with it. There we go. Yep, okay, that fits a lot better now. I love the feel of this. This feels really nice. This touchpad is super nice. Solid. I like it. That's pretty cool. Now, we can close these latches. Those are locked in place now. And now it is time to install the bezel. Okay. Alrighty, so this should just, let's line up down here. And it's in place now. And then there is a little thing to cover over these guys. And there's a physical switch to disable the microphone and webcam, which is pretty cool. There we go. Those loosening now. Yeah, so it is all together now. Oh yeah. Now, I have to close up the laptop, flip it over, and here's the bottom. I can install my input modules now. So what we're gonna do, these latches are actually already open, which is nice. There's two little latches right here that hold all these together. And now I've got expansion modules, USB-A, USB-C, USB-A, USB-A, USB-C, and HDMI. Look at that. Input modules galore. Let's go crazy. Alright, so there is a specific layout to which ones can go where. Let's see, yeah, 1, 2, and 4 and 5 support the 240 watt charging. So, and this one's USB 4 up here. So, okay, so 1 here is going to be USB-C then. There we go. Want this one to be USB-C. We want 4 to also be USB-C. Let's see. 2 or 4 have to be display output. So I think I'll do this one to do, we'll do 4 as, yeah. Okay, so 1 is USB-C there. 2 we would want, we can put USB-A on. I think we'll put USB-A on 3. We can put that we can also put a USB-A on 6 as well. And then for 2, we can do, actually we can just do all the rest are USB-C, so, yeah. Actually, wait a second, no, these 2 are not. 5 can also do USB-A. We'll do USB-A over there. And then we'll do an HDMI up top for 4. This 4 has a display output, and do USB-C over here. Now we can latch these guys up. There we go. There. Now we can close it. There we go. And now we can open this guy up and plug our power adapter in and get started. Alrighty. Now for the other fun stuff, it is power adapter time. We're going to disconnect this guy completely. Put this up here for right now. And get on with it. Okay. Nice 90-degree angle adapter. Cool. Got a little charging indicator. Battery is in fact charging. Open this up now. And begin the next part. Now we're going to have it do memory training. Yeah. Because it has to do, for DDR5, it's going to take a little bit to boot up. And there we go. Cool. Now we can do fun stuff. Okay, now I've got Windows USB over here. Let's see. There we go. And we can do, let's go to Boot Manager really quick. Yep. Go. Continue. Let's actually check setup utility really quick. Let's see. 40. Let's see. There we go. Everything is recognized so far. Let's check. That is an older BIOS, so I will put in a new one as well. But I have that on a file anyway, so we're good to go. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Cool. So we can continue. Restart. And it should boot into our little guy. It's a nice matte screen. I like the finish on the screen. Yeah. Now it's time to do Windows setup, everyone's favorite thing. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, now we're installing Windows. Okay. We'll skip the product key for right now, got that later. We're gonna do Windows 11 Home. Cool. Next. Accept the terms and conditions. Custom install. OneDrive 0 is recognized. And now we can do copying Windows. Damn, that was fast. What the fuck? That was a very fast copy. Jesus. Yeah. So that's some fun stuff there. Yeah. And that's kind of it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed watching this fun little procedure, because now it's all software stuff, which I can't really show as easily because I don't have like a capture card or anything. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.